Hey everybody, welcome. My name's Alec, and today we're going to get into my new book, relatively new, still in progress, the Love Attraction Manual. So I published this in a short ebook format recently, and what I'm working on now is doing the paperback version with illustrations. So it's going to be filled with sacred geometry, which is one of my favorite things to draw. I'm going to get into a lot about the reasons why I use these symbols and what they actually mean. But first, I want to just read to you guys the introduction of this work. So it's getting into why I wrote this book. And a big part of the reason why is because this was all the information, or a lot of the information, that I wish that I had had when I was a younger man. There's a lot of this trial and error that I went through, as so many people go through, in figuring out how to interact as a human being in the world, figuring out how to be a kind and loving person, figuring out how to get my act together, basically. Not done yet, obviously, but it's something that I'm continuously working on, seeking to improve myself in a variety of ways. One of those ways, as you know, if you've been watching my channel, is to consistently publish these videos and speak live in front of at least one person on the internet. Maybe even more. So let's see where this is going. I first wrote this ebook, and I didn't really talk a lot about this concept of divinity, God, source energy, the universe, whatever you want to refer to this higher power as. Great spirit is one of my favorite terms to use. But I realized I really couldn't publish this work on manifestation without getting into my beliefs around this. And the reason, I guess, why I was hesitant was because it is a subject that causes so much division and really alienates a lot of people who have had negative experiences with religion, or with other people trying to impose religion, or with, being indoctrinated, or being controlled in some type of way by human beings using religious concepts in either intentionally or unintentionally nefarious ways. And while religion and connection with divinity does have this history of being misused in that way, it is, in my opinion, absolutely not a reason to throw out our connection to a higher power, source energy, great spirit, whatever we want to call this force. So I believe, I know that one of the things that we are seeking right now as human race is reconnecting with source energy, with great spirit, with nature, and with our true nature. So this is an important part about my book. I'm going to get into the details about my opinions about it, and also want to say, of course, that it's not meant to be exclusionary. I want to really highlight that point. It's not meant to be exclusionary. Rather, it's quite the opposite. So I believe that you can get useful concepts out of this book, whether or not you agree with all of my perspectives on divinity and manifestation in general. So let me get right into this thing. So this is an introduction to my book, The Love Attraction Manual. What follows is a short, practical manual on the principles of manifesting a partner. It is condensed and simplified for maximum power and efficiency. Here's why I wrote this book. I believe that by creating healthy, loving relationships, we can create healthy, loving families that raise healthy, loving children who together make up healthy, loving communities of human beings who know how to take care of themselves and take care of the earth. This manual is not only for those that are choosing to find a life partner and start a family, but for anybody who is looking to create something new in their life. It is based on the time-tested principles of attraction as well as my personal experiences in using them. These principles can be applied to creating whatever we truly desire. We can also use these techniques to reshape our existing relationships, both with ourselves and the ones we love. Since we exist together in this co-creative reality, I believe that the more humans that we have waking up to our true potential, the better. I share this also with the acknowledgement that I do not have it all figured out, not even close. I'm continuously working on most of these points, and I have no illusions of perfection or completion ever. There's always more to do. With that in mind, I offer the following prayer. May this manuscript and may all of our work be in service of the highest good. So first, adjust expectations. I want to be very clear about what I believe manifestation is and what it is not. In the context of this work, it is the process of bringing forth creations from the formless into the world of physical form. For me, it is spiritual practice. In fact, it is very clear to me that the more I have set the intention of working in service of the divine, the more quickly and easily I have been able to manifest certain circumstances. The more I have sought deep connection with this infinite power, the more love, faith, freedom, and abundance I have experienced. However, I am not pushing a specific religious doctrine. I like to refer to a phrase I got from Gabrielle Bernstein. In doing this work, you are connecting to a higher power of your own understanding. All are welcome here. With that in mind, I will reveal here a few perspectives on divinity that have been helpful for me. Even if you do not agree with these perspectives, you can still employ the techniques found in this manual. Dr. Wayne Dyer speaks about two different theories of nature. The first is the one that many of us were brought up on. It says essentially that the universe is a monarchy. God is the king and we are the subjects. He controls and judges us, and we are separate from him. We are not to be trusted. God can be trusted, but he is separate from us. Even though religious teachings frequently tell us otherwise, for instance, the kingdom of heaven is within us, we have developed this paradigm of subjugation. We're looking for divinity outside of ourselves. The second theory of nature is that God is everywhere at all times. If we were to say that God is like the ocean, then you are like a wave on the ocean. Just like the wave is what the ocean is doing, you are what God is doing. Another way to see this is that source energy, the boundless intelligence that creates worlds, moves within us at all times. To exist in a human form is to exist as infinite awareness, experiencing itself through a human form. I believe that when we speak of being created in the image and likeness of God, we're speaking not about physical appearance, but about our true nature. We are creator beings. We create first with our thoughts, then with our words and our actions. Think about it. Everything in human creation was first a thought in somebody's mind. When we choose to create intentionally, we are choosing to participate in an amazing process, bringing forth the formless into form. We are living in a co-creative reality. What we think, say, and do is our contribution to existence. The fabric of reality responds to the vibrations that we are offering. There is tremendous power in this knowledge, and it is my hope that you will use it for the creation of more love. May your days be filled with love and abundance. All right. So now, for those of you who prefer a more rational, materialist perspective, let's check out this. It's a book called Mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carol Dweck. She's a renowned Stanford psychologist who describes the differences between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. If you're not familiar with this concept, I would highly recommend her book and the integration of these concepts. Tom Bilyeu, the founder of Quest Nutrition and co-founder of Impact Theory, refers to the growth mindset as the only belief that matters. Skills have utility and they can be improved over time. A fixed mindset is the belief that qualities and aptitudes are basically fixed. Essentially, Carol's description is a very logical, practical, evidence-based approach to the law of attraction. Our experiences are created and shaped by our attitudes and beliefs. Mindset is a critical ingredient for success. What we continually focus on will increase and improve. Although I love the mystical, spiritual side of manifestation, it can also be very rational and reasonable. You can simply focus on what you're creating and do so with consistency and positive expectancy. Something I've noticed about mindset is that many people, including me, have a fixed mindset in certain areas of life and a growth mindset in other areas. My perspective now is that any area that you spend time on is worth improving, especially love and relationships. For most people, the quality and nature of their relationships will play a very important role in the quality of their life. Adopting a growth mindset in this area is a beautiful and empowering step to take. All right, so that's it for now. If you guys enjoyed this content, if you want to see more of it, please give it a little like, a comment, and or subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to see more of this, it helps me to reach you and it helps me to reach more people. Thank you for watching today. Peace, everybody.